can promise a winnie a year artist of the year. And I want to tell can promise to say hard work pays and consistency is also very important. I can promise actually say your beginnings, they don't really matter. It's about you being focused. I know a lot about this industry, the music industry or the entertainment industry in Ghana. I know a lot. I don't do entertainment a lot because Semeka Semeko into entertainment, I'll be personal because I know a lot of them are almost say the music industry in Ghana. But that's not why I'm going to address this Can Promise win. This is a big win in a sense, say, nobody gave this young man a chance when he entered the music scene in Ghana. It's been a very tough one, especially when the people who call the shots are not your favorite people. When the people who make the decisions, how Ghana media, entertainment, especially music, the people who have become a clique, a group, a cabal, who decide who becomes who and who becomes what. And see, for this guy to do everything possible for majority of Ghanaians to appreciate his trade and his craft, to get to this point to win a year, the artist of the year. This is the 26th edition. It shows to say there are a lot of people out there who can basically learn something from this guy. And I'm going to be honest, I appreciate his hard work. The last time people were talking about Ghanaian musicians who have gone across the world to send the music out there, and some terrains are very difficult terrains because the communication barrier is quite difficult to maneuver. But this guy in Asia, he did his part. He had done some other tours around the world, which basically a single Ghanaian with not the backing, to say the kind of management Burna Boy has, and not the management Davido Mu have. No, this guy I know does not have that kind of management, and I don't even think he has signed on a record label. It's a $1 billion record label, but through the little things this guy has done, the effort is put in to get to this point. I think we should applaud Can Promise for his hard work. And to be very honest with you, Stonebwoy has given Can Promise a run for his money, and he has also shown, say, he's a big rock when it comes to Ghana music. Over the years, he has shown that Chatawa Leniwa, he can dominate. And without due respect to Stonebwoy, I respect his trade, I respect his craft. When it comes to his field, he's good at it. So you cannot write Stonebwoy off. And so he also deserves, because competition number, we wouldn't get young people like Can Promise more, any of the other guys to say Paluta more, any Smoke more, to get to where they are today. So it's not always about going after the trade. It's always looking out for the potentials in them. So I also want to applaud Stonebwoy for his contribution. And also the competition he put. Last year, Stonebwoy won. It was a massive endorsement. Some people didn't like it, but that's how it's supposed to be. Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. Can Promise took it in good faith. He understood. He went back to the board. He did his job with his management. This year, he has won. So that's how it's supposed to be. So I would like to say we should acknowledge, at least when we are posting, when we are talking, when we are having conversations on our thread near the Adeno, we should try and acknowledge, say, there's a new kid on the block who has shown, and yet just by knowing somebody, this is hard work that has earned him this. So we should also acknowledge Can Promise for the work he has done to get to this point. So to me, if you ask me, Can Promise has done it. This is the 26th edition of Ghana Music Awards. Not everyone can get this to get to this point. Yeah, so I just want to acknowledge Can Promise for winning the artist of the year. So that is it for the Can Promise. Sometimes they come to the state, I see them, they don't see me. There are a lot of them are you know. I go to some places, I see them and they don't see me. And hey, I watch them from far and I'm like, hey boys, I'm more town. And they do their own thing and I stay in my lane and all that. He has done a good job. He has delivered. To be very honest with you, so far, I don't know any artist right now you can compare to a King Promise na deserve way than King Promise. And people are complaining, oh, King Promise did not win last year, but they have not been able to point to one artist to say this artist did better than King Promise. And you can talk about kingpaluta, but we are looking at the whole job and not some part of the job. With all due respect to kingpaluta, great sensation. His songs were all over the place because Obibeka said he played a lot of role because of the elections. He had 1 or 2 songs which were very good and he got awards for it. But we are talking about a project. You see, there's a difference between winning an award and winning a project. When you win Artist of the Year, it's the project. The project is what you look out for. And there are so many things that comes together to make a project successful. So some part of the project you might be good, but ABR, it is not enough to give you the whole project as an award. You can argue for kingpaluta, you can argue for Smoke, you can even argue for Stone Boy, but look at the holistic project in the year 2024. And when you look at the project, that is what you arrive at and say, so many things came together. And this is why we are saying King Promise. To me, I believe that he deserved it. That's it. So somebody might have a hit song, which is good, which might be played in every nightclub, every studio, every radio. But the issue is a lot comes together to make an artist, a whole artist, or a project to become a fulfilled project. So this guy was able to tick all the marks, all the boxes, and that's why he's here. I don't normally talk about music, but I think he has worked so hard to get to this point, and he deserves every single thing of it. So King Promise has it. And the most interesting thing is, let me share excerpts of the Ghana Music Awards, and and we will say this is the 26th edition. Kevin Taylor, better than Hassan Fufro. Team, stay with me and back me on this. Team, stay with me. Team, stay with me. Team, don't leave me. 26th edition of the Ghana Music Awards, and at this point, what do you expect to see when people are given the opportunity to speak at the awards? You expect people to put their message across. When you go to other places around the world, especially in the US, which I'm comfortable with, when people get the opportunity to speak at the Grammys, it's a platform that you use to send a particular message to politicians, to people in the industry, to people who are not even in the industry, and also to the world, especially when things are happening where you live. It is a West study when you watch the Grammys, when musicians get the opportunity to speak, when they are given the mics, normally they concentrate more on issues happening in their country. Some of them speak on social issues, some speak on political issues, some speak on infrastructure. So it's a platform for artists to also do what? Be able to project what they feel has been missing. They be a can. Yes, so the mic makwasia or yananta. They be ano sa kwasia nantano or say jumadi.